Good morning, Nuggets. It is your favorite TT from Divine Me 1111 Spiritual Guidance. So let me put this up here because it helps me with the glare. It's a beautiful day out. It rained all day yesterday for the most part, and then like right at maybe 9:30, the sun peeped out just a tiny bit. Um, Yesterday was quite eventful, energetically, and I'm grateful. Everything happens for a reason, so we let God be God and take things how we should, which is as a lesson and a learning experience and a challenge to grow. Okay. The mid-month new moon messages are going up. I still have quite a few to do, but I believe I started with Cancer. So Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra are all up and ready for view. If you guys are having trouble hearing me, please let me know. I think I may be able to adjust it, and please forgive my hands again. I just lit some Palo Santos and it's down to the bottom of it. But anywho, if you need to book a personal, that information will be down in the description box. I can be reached on most media platforms, Facebook, IG, Twitter, and yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, all that fun stuff that everybody says. Channeled messages. Oh my goodness. This pollen and these allergies and the smoke all at one time. Lord. Okay. Okay. These were some channel messages. If I need to elaborate, I will, but I'm just gonna go through these and then get to the cards. Everyone reveals their true heart and character. Pay attention, just give them time. I think that speaks for itself. We have, when we are not healed, we have this energy where we attract those who set us on the path to do so. Sometimes they are catalysts for, well, most of the time, they are catalysts to get us on our path, to get us to a place where we are more focused on going within and loving ourselves and going to God. Because when I tell you, heartbreak. Now, some people don't need heartbreak to come into the awareness of their divinity. Some people don't require that kind of trigger. I'm going to say I was one of those people that required that kind of trigger. I required a need to go within, to go to God and be like, okay, like, every person that I loved, or that I love, I won't say loved, every person that I love, every job that I have held, that I threw myself into, God has said, okay, I keep telling you this is what I want you to do. This is what you're called to be doing, and you keep doing everything but. So I am still listening and learning and finding these things out about myself. And I hope that in some way I have opened up the dialogue for yourself with God to be on that path of healing and learning and discovery of self for yourself. Okay? Um, Pay attention to behavior patterns over words and even actions. People can say things and not act. People can take action and hold on. Sorry about that, guys. People can take action, and depending on their intention of that action, it could be false too. So it's a consistency. Okay, it's consistency. Excuse me. It's what their go-to is when things are not, I guess when things are not, either going their way, or when they want them to go their way and the other person is in opposition, or the thing or whatever is in opposition. People will resort back to what is comfortable and what is safe for them. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, be straight up 100% honest. If I have gotten to the point where I have exhausted all levels of understanding and giving and just turning the other cheek, if I've gotten to the point where I have exhausted all of that, I have no problem with walking away. Because if I've talked to you about this particular thing, if I have given you opportunity to correct the behavior or the grievance or offense, and I am continually being met with being ignored, and this person or continues with the same behavior and the same thing, that tells me, point blank period, and y'all forgive my mouth, it is what it is, that tells me that person does not give one fuck about my feelings and us growing forward or continuing our relationship. Period. And when a person shows you that, believe them, because that means they are not capable or on the level of energy and consciousness that you're on to respect you enough and love themselves enough, because this is an equal energetic exchange. It's a benefit and learning and connection for both people, not just one to benefit. And when that's happening, you have to govern yourself accordingly. Okay? That is, and again, I'm not just talking to outside people. I have to, I learned these lessons before I speak about them. I don't speak about anything that I have not myself gone through, or at the very least am in the process of learning. Nope, that's not an educator. That's somebody that's trying to be a dictator. I don't have that. So, all right, there's that. This is a big one. This is a big one. Sharing your testimony and getting advice are not trauma bonding. If the conversation seems to be repeating, however, with no movement or progress in solutions and growth, retract your energy. That relationship holds you to a space and energy of pain, and reliving the event feeds the cycle rather than healing it. I am in no way speaking to those who, are motivational speakers and use their stories to motivate and encourage others. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about are those conversations where you've had this conversation with this person before, or with this group of people before, and reliving it, talking about it over and over. I'm guilty, y'all. So, like I said, I'm speaking from my own personal experiences. Reliving it, and talking about it, and then say, oh, I've healed from that, or I don't worry about that, or I don't think about that no more, but you still bring it up in conversation, means that it's still a wound that still needs to be attended to. And so when you are with another person that does the very same thing, that again holds you both to the event that happened, and you keep reliving it, and you keep feeling it. When you keep reliving the situation over and over again, and oh, she hurt me, oh, he hurt me, oh, this, or they blah blah blah, this and that, it keeps the wound open. The thing is to speak about it, come up with solutions for it, and then take action. When you don't change the energy, you don't change the behavior, you don't change the action, you keep reliving it. So yeah, you're gonna get from lay people, or from people that are on the outside looking in, telling you to get over it. Don't ever do that. You don't have the right, okay? You don't have the authority to tell anyone to get over any kind of grievance that did not happen to you. Okay? So, let that marinate and understand that, because the thing is flip the tables. In every situation, before you act or before you speak, think about being the person on the other side of that and what they are receiving. Okay? Again, everybody wants to keep it real, but nobody wants to be honest and tell the truth. Keeping it real and pointing fingers and bucking your head and rolling your eyes and all that, and just, giving people the aggressive energy of just saying what you have to say, and not a care in the world about what anybody else says or feels about what you say. Okay, fine. That's great. You keep it real. Are you capable? Are you ready to receive that same energy? Because if a person comes back at you the same way that you came at them, you're going to be offended. You're going to be in your feelings. You're going, I would never. I can't believe they said that to me. Oh, but it's okay for you to say stuff to other people and to get under their skin and to leech off of their energy. Leech off of their energy to make you feel good. You're okay with that. But giving that same energy back and receiving that same energy that you've been given, you don't like that. That's not cool. We're not doing that anymore. People are not just taking everybody's bullshit anymore. It is time that we handle our own energy. Heal yourself. Don't push that. That's not anybody else's responsibility. especially a person that didn't hurt you, especially a person that has done nothing but feed you and try to help you and help you try to see things from a better perspective, a better view, a better light. Those nice people are not taking that anymore. There is a big difference between nice and kindness and being used and abused. We don't have time for that kind of thing anymore. Everyone is taking responsibility for their own healing and their own energy. I promise I was supposed to do a reading and not a TT Talks. And speaking of TT Talks, Lord Jesus, I've been trying not to get in my emotions about this, but I have come into the awareness that again, copycat energy is real, and it's not just things in the physical and material realm. This is a spirit that is lurking, and it is not only lurking, but it is also in defense of itself. So I'm not speaking to or about anyone in particular, so I am speaking of an energy. I am speaking of a spirit, a low vibrational spirit that is using what they know to manipulate the collective. God don't like that either. That again is the equivalent of being a minister or a rabbi or a priest and taking advantage of your parishioners. I understand using the power of the tongue. I understand energetic intention. I get that. But when you use that to manipulate people who are seeking help from you, come on. Wow, what kind of energy is that you want to be reaping? Because the thing is once you get into that energy of messing with God's children, you don't bring on the energy of the devil. You don't bring on that kind of low vibrational energy. You bring on the wrath of God. Look, God chastises us as his children to begin with. That is correction from a father to a child. When you get into the energy of Lucifer, yes, I'm not talking about the devil. I'm not talking about Satan. I'm not talking about when he got to that point. I am talking about Lucifer being God's most beautiful and revered and dutiful angel, and then using what he knows to manipulate and try to manipulate and take God's place. Oh goodness. And I'm trying very, very hard to make sure that I keep myself in alignment with God and I'm not doing something that is out of pocket, because I don't have a problem with going and sitting myself down. I don't. Because if it's something I don't know, I don't speak on it, I don't mess with it, especially when it comes to God. I'm not his I don't delve out karma or whatnot. That's on God. I don't get revenge. That's on God, because I'm telling you, God can put something on people soap and water can't wash off. I'm going that away. Understand? So yeah, I had to bring that up because again, I've seen it, and it's not a problem when you give credit where credit is due, where you got your information from or got your idea from. But when you just outright do some stuff and then get shady about it, come on. God don't like ugly, ain't too fond of pretty. I'm just saying. All right, I think I got one more on here, and then I'll do another another post or another video for the daily energy. I got to go on my bad, y'all. Okay. It says apologies aren't bad. However, examine. Okay, I got into it before I thought about it. Examine your intentions when doing so. Are you apologizing to soothe your ego, to pacify the other, or are you apologizing in earnest to rectify your grievance to help in healing the connection? I think that's kind of self-explanatory, but I have heard that people have issues with apologies. That's ego, because then you have to admit that you were wrong and you didn't know something when you were just spouting off. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world to be wrong. The thing is when you get into the energy of being wrong and then staying in that energy and then perpetuating it because your ego wants to be soothing, you don't want to be wrong. That's the stupidest shit ever. That's not growth. That's not being divine. That's being a child and not taking responsibility because you're afraid of what someone else will think. That's a lot of the problem with us, is we're so worried about what other people think and we're not focusing on what God put us here for. So I'm going to leave that at that. That's going to be that TT Talks, okay? Yeah. We're going to let that be at that. I just get so passionate and so I just want us all to be on one accord, living and doing and being our best, most 100% God self. That's all I want. I want us to heal, I want us to be whole, and I want us to walk this earth with the pride of humanity. Yes, I am a very proud black woman. I love my skin. I love my hair. I love my big lips. I love my nose. I love the teeth. I love all of that because that's how God made me. If I don't love what God made, I don't love God. All right, there's that. If you'd like to book a personal with me, all of the information will be down in the description box below. I send you all blessings and healing, love, and light. Take care.